There's this thing called your rights and responsibilities when you move in Texas, and any mover that is licensed in the state of Texas has to actually provide you with your rights and responsibilities brochure ahead of your move. Typically with us, we send it whenever you receive your very first estimate from us. Attached at the bottom not only includes your contract, so you can go through your terms of your contract, but any of our moving policies, and again, your rights and responsibilities. So what does that even mean? What is this like brochure? Well, the Texas Department of Motor Vehicles is the authority that governs moving companies in the state of Texas. So we're considered household goods movers, and they essentially set the parameters for us to follow in order to protect you, the customer. But going back to core values of accountability, both parties are accountable when it relates to the rights and responsibilities when you move in Texas guidelines, because just as the name is, your rights. You have the right in Texas to receive a proposal and make sure that it's completely accurate. With that, you also have a right to request the tariff from your moving company. Well, what is a tariff? The tariff is kind of like a menu of prices, of maximum prices that moving company is allowed to charge. And they have to disclose that. And typically on the DMV's website, when you search for the moving company's credentials, you'll also be able to find their tariff as well. Now, along with that, it also tells you that you have the right to cancel the move following the guidelines that the company sets for those cancellation policies. So there are rights that you have as a consumer when using household goods movers in the state of Texas. But there's also responsibilities too. So part of that responsibility requires you to be as accurate and transparent about the needs of your move as possible, making sure that you tell the movers the accurate locations, going from, going to, the items that will be required to move, or any type of special handling or packing that's required. The more information you give and the more accurate you are, then you're able to be as stress-free as possible. I mean, I can't even emphasize it anymore, but that transparency is key. And it allows you to be able to effectively communicate, because part of your responsibility is also being present at the time of the move, or having somebody over the age of 18 available so they can effectively communicate what it is that you're needing and what your expectations are. And then ultimately, as far as your responsibilities are concerned, is to make sure that you do have payment ready on the day of the move. As our form of payment, we accept all major credit cards, no cash or checks, and that's primarily for the safety of our movers. But make sure that you have that available, because just as much as it's the mover's responsibility to give you that information and provide you with the details, it's your right to also get it. At the end of the day, everyone has to be accountable for their own part. And in the event that there are any issues that you have to deal with, like filing a claim, those are always things that your rights and responsibilities help outline too. So what you need to do before a move, what you need to do during a move, and what you need to do after a move in order to make sure that the moving company that you're working with is following the guidelines are super important pieces of information. And reading your brochure and the documents that are attached to your quote will definitely help give you that transparency.